Hello, happy Monday. It is November 30th, and this is your math lesson for today. Our learning target today, or the goal that we're going to have today, is I can find the area of perimeter and rectangles. So we have been working on area and perimeter. I know it's been a little while, so I do want to review that with you. So if someone were to ask me what are area and perimeter and how you find them, well, I would think of perimeter as the rim, CRIM, or the distance around a shape. So this highlighted area, okay? Now, you find the perimeter by adding each side together. So if there's 4 sides, you're going to add 4 numbers together. Now here, even though it only has 4 and 6 listed, you know that this side is 4 because that side is 4. You know that this side is 6 because that side is 6. So when you're adding, you would go 4 plus 6 plus 4 plus 6, and that will give you 20 inches. Don't forget that unit. Now, for area, okay, area is the amount of squares inside of a shape. So this inside part. And I can find that. I can count the squares, but it would be faster for me just to multiply, okay, to do length times width. So it is 5 feet long and 3 feet wide. So I would do 5 times 3, which would give me an area of 15 square feet. Remember, area, square area. You've always got to include that square in your answer, okay? And then here's a little visual that I have for a way to remember it. So if you're looking at a fenced yard, the fence around it is the perimeter. So how much fencing goes around it would be the perimeter. The area would be the grass that has to be mowed inside there. Okay, so the perimeter would be the fence. The area would be the grass on the ground that covers that space. Okay. So let's take a look at what we're going to do today. You're going to do a couple of different things. You are going to do an exit ticket later, an activity in Google Classroom, but I'm also going to show you a game that you're going to play to kind of practice this skill. So it's going to ask me here to find the area and the perimeter of each of those shapes. So if I know that area is length times width and perimeter is me adding all the sides together, okay? So the area, the length is 11 and the width is 2. So I would do 11 times 2. Now, if I did not know my multiplication facts, okay, if I don't know them, I can go to this calculator link. And I would just type in 11 times 2 and hit enter, and that's going to give me 22. So I'm going to go here, and my answer is 22. Okay, it doesn't give me the unit on this one, so I just put 22. Now, for perimeter, and actually for here, since the area, I'm going to put square units. Remember, area, square area, okay? Now, for perimeter is when I add all the sides together. Now, once again, there's only 2 sides that are labeled. But I know that this side and this side are the same length. And this side and this side are the same length. So basically, this is a 4-sided figure because it's a rectangle. So I would go 11 plus 2 plus 2 plus 11. And again, I can use my calculator for that. I don't have to, but I can. So I know 11 and 2 is 13. And I know that's another 13. So that would be 26 units. So that's the perimeter. And as you can see, the area and perimeter are not the same. It can be the same if they're talking about the same shape, but they're not the same. Let's go over to this one. The area. Remember, you're going to multiply the two sides that touch, your length and width. 12 centimeters times 7 centimeters. So I'm going to go down here. 12 cm times 7 cm equals. Well, if I don't know that, I'm going to go to calculator. I'm going to hit MC or clear, and I'm going to do 12 times 7 and enter, and that's going to give me 84. 84 square centimeters, or centimeters squared, because it's area, okay? So let's take a look at perimeter now. Once again, I only have two sides listed, but I know that this is a four-sided figure. So I have to use my thinking skills. If this side is 7, then that means that side's 7. If this side's 12, that means that side is 12. So basically, you're going to have two 12s and two 7s. So 12 plus 7 plus 12 plus 7 equals. So if I know that 12 and 12 are 24, and I know that 7 and 7 are 14, then I'm just gonna combine those. 12 plus 14, okay? I'm sorry, 24 plus 14. Ooh, Miss Stevens. 24 plus 14, okay, which is going to give me 36 centimeters. So once again, my area and my perimeter are very, very different, okay? They're very different. Oh, hang on. 12 plus 7 is 19. And then another 19 is actually going to be 38. My bad. See, sometimes you're going to make mistakes. You're going to make errors, and that's okay. That's why it's so important to check. So you know what something else I could do if I want to make sure that I'm right? I can use my calculator. So I can go up here, and I can hit clear, and I can go 12 plus 7 plus 12 plus 7. 38. So again, don't be afraid to use calculator to check yourself, but don't depend on the calculator either, okay? And it's easy to make mistakes. I just did, and I've been adding for a long time. So don't worry about making mistakes, but double check yourself. So what you're going to do is you're going to do some practice problems first. So it says here you want to do at least 15 minutes of practicing before you actually do your exit ticket in Google Classroom. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to do the practice right now. So I'm going to click on this practice link, and it's a BrainPop site, and you don't have to log in. Okay, you don't have to do that. It's just a game. So you're going to click Play Game. And here it has two options, Explore or Game, and I want you to pick Game. Now, obviously there's different levels, okay? If you are still a little shaky about area and perimeter, you're going to want to go to level 1. If you feel more confident, you can go to level 2. Let's start with level 1. Here it says I'm going to build a rectangle that has an area of 14. That means that total, I have 14 squares total, okay? So I'm going to start with, using that. So that's 4. That's 8. That's 12. Now I can't do another 4 because that'll give me 18. And the area is supposed to be 14. So I'm going to put another 4 up here, another 2. So let's see if I have 14 squares. Now, I could count each one individually. I could skip count like this: 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Okay, so that's 14. Or I could say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 long times 2 wide would be 2 times 14, which would give 2 times 7, which would give you 14. So the area is 14 units squared, and let's check it. Okay, that is how I play it. And then I would click next, and I would just build rectangles according to the area I was supposed to have. Okay, now if that's a little easier for you, go to level 2. Level 2 is a little harder. What you're going to be doing is you're going to be building a rectangle, but it has to have an area of 24 and a perimeter of 12. Okay, it's got to have both. Okay, so you can check, you can do that if you're feeling pretty confident, which I hope that you are. So let's look at our Google Classroom assignment just to make sure that we know what we're doing. And to get there, all I have to do is click on Google Classroom. I'm going to go to Homeroom, Monday. So is the area and perimeter Google Interactive? That's the assignment. That's your exit ticket. And again, you have the option of using the online calculator. Okay. You can put your name, but you don't technically have to because it will automatically show me who you are in Google Classroom. So here is a sort. Okay. You're going to take each shape in each statement, and you're going to drag it in to see if it's an area statement or a perimeter statement. Okay. And then example. Here is a problem that you're going to work on. You're going to type inside of each chart, of each box. And again, you have that option of using that calculator, and that calculator is on the first slide. So you're just going to have different ones to work on. Okay. So that is your exit ticket for today. And again, that's located in Google Classroom. Okay. So I hope that helps. I hope that you're having a better understanding of area and perimeter. And of course, I will be available to help you if you need it. See you later.